That's Hollywood, tonight at 7:30.
You know, the phone didn't ring one time today. Correction, rang 2 times. Both times people canceling appointments. This rate, I'm not going to have any patients. No appointments, no patients. You think it's my breath?
Well, I wouldn't go breathing around any open fireplaces right now if I were you.
I'm losing my patience. Is that a good one? Losing my patience.
Miles, don't drink anymore.
What?
Please. It's hard enough for you to handle 1 or 2, and you've already had half a dozen.
You losing patience too, Nicole?
Oh, come on, I'm just worried about you. You know that getting drunk isn't going to help solve any problems.
You losing your patience? Hmm?
I find it very hard to understand why all these people are believing these stories about you.
So many people, too many people. What about you?
What about what?
Come on, you can tell old, nice Doc Miles. Now, don't you just have the little tiniest notion that maybe one of these stories is true?
Oh, come on, don't be so silly.
No, I'm not being silly. Just answer me. Don't you have one little kind of doubt, some feeling that maybe something is true? Come on, you can tell me. Confession is very good for the soul.
Miles, that is the most unfair question you have ever asked.
Why not? It's not unfair. Why the hell did you see Barbara, my nurse, if it wasn't just to check on me, find out what I was doing? No, I'm sorry. No question. Sorry. Ask no evil, hear no evil, tell no. I don't know how
Miles,
that goes.
don't.
I'm just going to have one.
No, I won't let you.
Hey,
no!
There's a doctor around here.
Well, the doctor's using the wrong prescription. I'm not going to let you get any worse.
Now, come on, is this nice? How often do I get a chance to just be a little nice and mellow?
Mellow? Another couple of minutes, you're going to be flat drunk on the floor.
Mrs. Kavanaugh, I'd like another drink.
Well, Mrs. Kavanaugh says that the bar is closed.
All right. All right. I know some bars that are open.
Camila Devereaux.
Oh, hi, pal.
Hello, Calvin.
You just get in?
Yeah.
Any sign of Miles before you leave the Kavanaugh place?
No.
Damn. Where do the doctors go when they fall off the wagon, huh?
Well, what's the news? Did you get to see Barbara Montgomery?
Oh, yes, I saw her, all right.
So? What'd you have to say for herself?
Oh, a lot, but not enough of the right thing, unfortunately. She still denies everything that Miles told us, including the fact that she lost her boyfriend. Oh, no. He's very happy with me, and I'm very happy with him. She says she denied that there was ever a breakup at all.
Baloney.
Yeah. So anyway, I asked her his name. I figured I'd have a little talk with him, see if I could check it out. But obviously, I hit a nerve. She tried to bluff her way out of it, and then finally told me it was none of my business. Very evasive lady.
And she's still telling a lie.
Yeah, but how do we prove it, my friend? How do we prove it?
Barbara, I'd like you to meet Preacher. Hello.
Hi there, baby. It's real nice to see you again.
Again? Barbara, don't tell me you don't recognize your old boyfriend.
My old what?
Don't be so dense, Barbara. Preacher here has agreed to play the role of your boyfriend. You know, the one you didn't break up with.
Why not, baby? For $50, I'd call myself the King of England.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by the Comfortable Diaper, Love's disposable diaper, and by Zest, the deodorant bar that leaves no sticky soap film so you feel really clean.
When I said nope to my soap and yes to Zest, I started feeling my best.
When you discover the cleaner feeling of Zest, you're gonna be feeling your best.
I used to use soap, got rid of dirt okay, but stuck me with sticky soap film.
In water, you can see the tacky film soap leaves even after rinsing. Zest doesn't. Deodorant Zest is specially made to rinse without leaving sticky film.
With Zest, I feel cleaner than I did with soap. Now, nothing comes between me and feeling so clean. I'm feeling my best.
Discover the cleaner feeling of Zest. You're gonna be feeling your best.
I'm feeling my best.
Get Zest. Feel your best.
Some castle, Malcolm.
They've been at it all day long.
Good thing he wears Loves, so he's comfortable all day long.
Love's hourglass design cradles him in comfort.
Loves fits gently, whatever he's up to.
All elastic diapers don't fit the same. Compare yours to Love's. Hold it up to the light. If the padding's wide, it has to bunch up between your baby's legs. Love's padding's curve to fit comfortably.
There goes the kingdom.
At least our little prince is still comfortable.
Baby's comfort begins with love,
Hey, I got a great idea. Why don't we all have another drink and get acquainted a little better? Then you can fill me in on everything. How about that, huh?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I haven't finished.
Harry, another round here.
Yeah, who's gonna pay for it?
Hey, all I got's a 50.
All right. Put it on my bill.
Okay, now if I'm gonna play games with you two little dolls, I gotta know the rules, right? So fill me in.
All right. First rule is we're not little dolls. Got it? Honestly, Nora, I don't know whether this Barbara is gonna work. Be a good little girl and shut up, will you? Listen, I'm the one getting us out of this jam. My bread took care of the payoff. You should be grateful. Sorry. What I'm trying to say is, Barbara used to work for this doctor, so he's not a real nice man. He was after her all the time, if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't blame you. There's nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, she made up the boyfriend, to protect herself. Well, it was true, but it's not anymore, because what happened... Barbara, please, I'm trying to explain, all right? Excuse me. Thanks.
Hey, I don't want that. I want a beer.
Right.
You know, I can't figure something out. I don't see why a good-looking chick like you would have any problem finding a guy. Seems to me you got the right stuff to turn anybody on.
Nora, I don't think this is such a good idea.
Listen, it's just a precaution. If that cop stoner comes snooping around looking for your boyfriend, you just send him to the preacher here.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
Hey, you gonna ask for your money back?
Hey, listen. Relax and let me handle it, all right? Why don't you go to the ladies' room and fix your face? Your makeup can use a little repair, okay?
Hey, what's the matter with her anyway?
She's a little shy, that's all.
Well, she's not my type. I like them younger and livelier.
Well, wait a minute. I didn't want to tell you this because I didn't think it mattered, but, Barbara's a really wealthy young woman.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I used to work for the family. In fact, I was her maid.
Well, how come she's been working as a nurse?
Well, she wanted to prove to the family that she could make it on her own. Hey, listen, I really respect her for that, don't you?
Yeah, sure. How much money she got? A lot.
Oh, a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's about that man that was here before, the man named Cameron.
What about?
I overheard a telephone conversation he was having. I was accidental. I was...
Save the alibis. Tell me what you heard.
Well, he was speaking very secretively. But I heard him say that they think you may be a spy.
Mr. Whitney?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Just reporting back.
You got Bryson home, all right?
Oh, safe and sound.
You made it back here in record time. I hope you didn't try to set any speed records with my car.
Oh, no, sir. I never do that. Well, you know, this traffic's light this time of night.
Uh-huh.
Well, did you enjoy the evening, Mr. Whitney?
Yeah, I had a pleasant enough time.
Is there anything else you want?
Any number of things, Gunther, any number of things.
Mr. Whitney, well, I've just got to ask you this question. Is it really true that you fired Nora today?
Yeah, I did, and with damn good reason, too.
Well, do you mind if I ask why?
It seems Spencer was right. I was just too much of a fool to believe him. She's not a housekeeper. That woman is a spy. She's a busybody. I found out that she had been going through my personal papers, and I won't stand for that, Gunther, not from anybody.
Well, I can certainly understand that.
And if you have any objections, you can pack your own bags and follow her out the front door.
No, sir, Mr. Whitney. Now, listen, you remember, I was the first one to say she ought to go.
Yeah, I remember. You said she wouldn't fit in around here. Well, both you and Spencer were correct.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm just sorry it took everybody so long to realize that.
Yeah. Well, you should be happy now, Gunther. You got what you wanted.
Oh, yes, sir. I sure am.
Say, Gunther, what... Now that I think about it, you never really gave me a reason for wanting to get rid of Nora. I mean, there's got to be something more important if she doesn't fit in. What is it?
Well, you know, it's just that I always felt that she didn't
Don't
work...
hedge, Gunther. Tell me. What is it?
Well, Mr. Whitney, you know, women, when they turn domestic on you, they won't keep quiet until you give them a ring. And Nora was always pressing me about getting married every hour on the hour. If you know what I mean, she was just driving me nuts.
You don't want to settle down?
No, sir, not me. Strictly a solo act.
Well, I'm afraid I still don't understand, Gunther. I mean, you're a big, strong man. You mean you couldn't make Nora understand that, poor little girl like that?
Well, you know, sometimes it's not easy.
Why not?
Well, you know women.
I'm not so sure that I do. There's one thing I know, though. Sometimes they want to get married if they become pregnant.
What?
Is that what happened? Huh? Is that what happened? You got Nora pregnant and, she wanted to get married? Is that what the problem was?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it is.
And she was holding that over your head, huh?
Yeah, that seems to be about the size of it.
Yeah, poor little Nora. She did a number on both of us, didn't she?
No, she tried, Mr. Whitney. She tried.
Yeah, so? What are you going to do now?
Me? Nothing, if I can help it. Well, you know, I'll help out with expenses, that sort of thing. I mean, it's only right that I should. But I know one thing for sure. I'll marry Nora Fulton when there are snowballs in hell, huh? I mean, I'm just not the marrying type, Mr. Whitney. Like you.
Seems you may be right, Gunther. I don't know if I'm ever going to be the marrying kind. Not now.
This is the perfume no two women can share. Cachet. It becomes a new, totally unique fragrance on every woman who wears it. Other women may wear Cachet, but you make it yours alone. Cachet by Prince Machiavelli, as individual as you are. This Christmas, give someone special a special gift of Cachet.
Patty cake, baker's man. Baking's easier when you start with Pam.
It's time for cooking with Pam.
Bake with no-stick Pam, and you don't need to grease and flour. Cake won't stick. Cookies slide off. And since low-calorie Pam adds no flour, you can roast, fry, even broil. No-stick Pam takes the cake and does a whole lot more.
Start with Pam. Your recipes turn out right.
Nicole, yeah, look, I'm sorry to be just getting back to you now, but I just got in.
Oh, that's all right, Calvin. I know you're doing everything you can. Did you have any luck with Barbara Montgomery?
No, I'm afraid just as we expected, the woman can no longer tell the difference between the truth and lies, or, I don't know, maybe she's beginning to believe herself. Anyway, she insists that she and her boyfriend have been together all along and that Miles just made up that story.
Calvin, I don't understand it. She used to be so honest and respectable. What happened to her?
I think Nora Fulton happened to her, unfortunately. Look, hold on a minute. My roommate's making peculiar noises. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, may I use the phone, please?
Nicole, may I speak with Jodie for a moment?
Gavin, she's not here. I thought she was with you.
No, I haven't seen her since I left the penthouse.
Oh, no. I think I know where she is.
Where?
I think she went out canvassing the neighborhood bars, hoping to find Miles.
Oh, great. Combing the bars at this hour of the night by herself.
I agree. I don't have enough. Now I have 2 people to worry about.
All right. Just calm down. I'm sure she can handle herself. Hold on.
Look, Nicole, you just know that you can call here anytime you want. I mean, if Jodie doesn't get back in a little while, I can always call the patrol officer and have him check around, okay?
Okay, thank you, Calvin. I'm really grateful for all this.
Look, forget it. It's a pleasure. Just don't worry, and remember you can call as late as you need to.
Okay, thank you.
Camila Devereaux. What's the matter? Jodie isn't enough for you anymore?
She just submitted a script to me, wanted me to evaluate it. That's all.
Hello, Camila.
My dear brother, you know, I think you could run a real freight train through this room and you wouldn't budge an inch.
I'm just thinking, that's all.
You're asleep at the switches. You better watch that. It's dangerous. Accidents happen that way. 2 trains might be on a collision course. Like you and Raven Alexander.
You're knocking on the watermelon?
That's dull, Bud. See how nice?
Why are you such a choosy shopper?
Because I want what's best for my family.
Are you as choosy about your peanut butter?
I would hope so.
Fine. But how does it taste? Let's compare.
Which of these leading brands tastes more like fresh peanuts?
A tastes more like fresh peanuts.
You chose
Jif.
More women choose Jif for fresh peanut taste than any other leading brand.
I would buy Jif.
Choosy mothers choose Jif.
Do many American students get diarrhea down here?
Sure, sooner or later. But you know what, Mom? A lot of us participated in a test that American doctors ran.
a diarrhea test?
A scientific clinical test, a real thing. Whole lot of students with diarrhea. The doctors gave our group Pepto-Bismol.
Good old Pepto-Bismol.
And did it work? Most of us got relief in 24 hours, including me.
That's wonderful. So it really does work.
He passes 1 test in 2 years. It's a diarrhea test.
My dishes shine. Really shine.
And guess who doesn't have to dry?
Until new Lemon Fresh Joy.
I had to dry.
To get rid of spots.
Now New Joy leaves dishes practically spot-free.
Fact is, other leading brands can dry, leaving spots. New Joy's unique anti-spotting formula lets dishes dry practically spot-free, down to the shine.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. And without a towel.
Try new Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine, without a towel.
Really, Camilla, I think you exhausted that subject at dinner tonight. You really were impossible.
And I thought I was adorable.
Yes, I know you did. Dropping little innuendos and insinuations like that. Where did you learn to do it so well? The Lady Macbeth School of Charm?
I was just trying to put things in perspective for you, that's all.
Well, you did it in a very peculiar way. Quite honestly, it'll be a long time before I invite you out to dinner with Raven and me again.
Oh, Ian, don't shut me out, please. Why can't you realize I'm only doing this to save you from yourself? I'm making another one of your mistakes.
Nothing seems to give you so much pleasure as reminding me of my past mistakes.
That isn't true. Anyway, it's not your past I'm worried about, it's your future mistakes.
The point is, you obviously hate Raven. You've made that quite clear. So from now on, I'm going to make sure I keep as much distance between you two as possible.
Oh, that's absurd. I do not hate Raven. I'm just wary of her, that's all.
But I still think you're wrong about Raven and Sky. There's nothing between them. I'm quite positive of that.
Well, Well, I'm very sorry to harp on this, but your vision has become positively myopic. At least where that woman is concerned, you're nearsighted.
Now, will you stop calling her that woman? She has a perfectly good name. Use it.
I just want you to realize that Raven and Sky were thick as thieves until a short time ago, and I don't understand how they can turn it on and off so easily.
Look, she may have been interested in him at some point. But it was all one-sided. I'm quite convinced of that. Sky just sees it all as an amusing game.
Well, I hope that's true for your sake. If you want some peace of mind, why don't you call Sky and ask him point blank?
You know, that's the first good idea you've come up with all evening.
Hey, see, you got your face all put together, and I'll bet you feel a lot better, too, don't you?
No.
There is no pleasing you, is there? Now, have another drink and loosen up.
No, I have to go home. I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of? The good doctor will rape you? I bet he won't.
Nora, that's not funny at all.
All right, it was a joke. I'm sorry. Listen, go home, take it easy, relax. I'm in control of everything, remember. You've got a boyfriend whenever you need one. All right, now listen, I'm gonna write his name down. His address. The cops come around asking about a boyfriend, you just give them that.
Nora, I don't like this man. I don't know, there's something scary about him.
Bridger? Hey, he's got a fresh mouth and he's a little intense. Don't worry about him, it's all right. Listen, we're lucky we've got somebody to help us out with this.
I guess so.
Well, listen, go home and take care, good care of your doctor friend, and take it easy.
You know, I just thought of something. I gave you my address and phone number, but you didn't give me the address and phone number of my new girlfriend. So this deal of yours is gonna work? That's a must, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't even know her last name.
Well, you do now. Here it is, Montgomery. Hey, would you excuse me for a minute? I've made a phone call, okay?
Sure. Busy anyway.
Hello, Mrs. Cavanaugh.
You don't have to tell me who this is. I would know that voice anywhere.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Oh, is your husband there?
None of your business.
I know he isn't there anyway, and that's because I know exactly where he is.
Ooh, do I know Oster, especially the Oster Deluxe Hot Tub Foot Massager. You can set it for Whirlpool, vibrator and heat, Whirlpool and vibrator, heat, Whirlpool and vibrator, Whirlpool and heat, vibrator only. 6 combinations in all. And there's a handy footrest for pedicures, too. I always get great results. With Oster, there's nothing else like it.
The Oster Deluxe Hot Tub Foot Massager from the makers of the famous Osterizer blender.
Smells like someone's baking bread.
Oh, it's coming, yeah, yeah. There's a new loaf coming, yeah, yeah. And it's gonna rise, rise, rise in your oven. Yeah, yeah. It's new from Pillsbury and it's called Piping Hot Bread. Fresh on your table. Piping Hot Loaf, melting that butter. Piping Hot Loaf from Pill.
New Piping Hot Loaf in the dairy case.
Pillsbury.
On General Hospital.
You don't miss a trick, do you?
I'm trying to be realistic, Scotty. Why don't you just give up?
If Susan dies, there is no way that you're going to get your grubby little hands on that money. You got that?
General Hospital.
I don't believe you for a minute, Nora.
Well, you'd better believe it. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Oh, yes, I can imagine. Well, I have been the victim of your help before. No, thank you.
There's no reason to be rude. I'm trying to be reasonable. Listen, I know this is very upsetting for you. I mean, with your husband drinking and everything. It's really a
shame. He ought to be careful, you know. I mean, you got to protect that medical license. If he starts drinking in public, it could really hurt him.
If you have anything else to say, you'd better say it right now because I'm going to hang up.
I really hate to do this, but I think someone ought to set you straight about the truth about your husband. So if you want to know where he is tonight, why don't you call this number? 555-3719.
Hello?
Hello. To whom am I speaking?
Barbara Montgomery. To whom am I speaking?
This is Nicole Kavanaugh.
Oh. How did... Neen, why are you calling?
Because Nora Fulton gave me your number. She thinks that you might know something about my husband's whereabouts, do you?
She told you that?
Barbara, you don't know where he is, do you?
I'm sorry. There's someone at my door. I can't talk anymore.
Hello, baby.
What do you want?
Well, I just figured that since you and I are such good friends, we should get to know each other even better.
I'm hungry. What'd you make?
Chicken and potatoes, my specialty.
I made stovetop stuffing.
Stuffing? Bill likes potatoes.
Bet he'll like stovetop better.
Chicken's good? And the stuffing?
Yeah?
Terrific. Sure beats potatoes.
Well, I can see that.
Choose your partner. I choose chicken and stovetop.
Instead of potatoes, serve stovetop stuffing and watch it disappear. What kind of people drink Sanka brand? People like Guy Dill, sculptor.
Working on a huge scale, I've got to be very steady with chisel and hammer. So when I break for coffee, I drink Sanka brand decaffeinated coffee. It tastes great.
That's good.
And it's 97% caffeine free. So even though too much caffeine bothers me, Sanka can't give me the jitters. And I can concentrate on my work.
Sanka brand for people who love coffee but not caffeine.
Tonight, it's Pac-Man to the rescue when the ghost monsters grab Santa's bag of toys in Christmas Comes to Pac-Land. Then Uncle Rico gets Joni and Chachi a Christmas gig, but Al gets them stranded in a snowdrift on Joni Loves Chachi. And strange things start happening in Henry's house when Jackie brings home a street corner Santa who may be the real thing on Too Close for Comfort. After, there's a hilarious encounter cooking when Molly gets into disguise to spy on Sam's restaurant rendezvous with a beautiful patient on It Takes Two.
Tonight, 2020 reveals a nasty business of warehousing kids that's part of a powerful political empire built by one man.
We got shackled, chains around our ankles and our hands.
Then, Barry Manilow, he sings the songs that make the whole world smile tonight.
Save today at Martin Paint's famous second-gallon free paint sale. Buy the first gallon, get the second gallon of the same paint free.
It ain't just paint.
Coming up on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News, a Long Island woman finds a surprise bundle on her doorstep. A newborn infant. Will have a complete report and this.
Traffic was backed up for several miles this morning on the Cross Bronx Expressway because of turkeys. I'm Josh Howell. We'll have a report.
Also, some of your favorite soap stars have a second career. We'll tell you all about it. And last year's hottest selling Christmas gift, this year's bomb at 5.
Quick, where's my one-step?
What? What's happening?
Nothing. This party's dead.
I hear laughing.
They're laughing at the hors d'oeuvres.
Oh.
I got it.
And I worked so hard.
Smile, everybody. Why, is the party over? No, it just started.
Hey, everybody looks happy.
I thought cameras didn't lie. Polaroid One Step brings a dead party to life in seconds.
Moral jokes, everybody.
They're funnier than the pictures.
Out. Everybody out. Polaroid means fun.
With a One Step.
This is a Glad 3-ply trash bag from the #1 name in trash, and that is a typical bargain bag.
They're so unpredictable.
Try a Glad 3-ply. We've taken one tough tear-resistant ply and reinforced it with not one, but 2 puncture-resistant plies. It's the strongest regular trash bag we've ever made.
It is stronger.
Try Glad 3-ply. We're #1, we're tough, and we're glad.
Moist, wet, wonderful colors. Colors that lick your lips. Moisture Whip Colors by Maybelline. With moisturizers and a protective sunscreen to keep your lips very soft, very moist, very wet. And I think that's very wonderful.
Moisture Whip Lipstick by Maybelline. For long-lasting colors that lick your lips.
He's got the nothing to do, nothing to do. He's got the nothing to do blues. But his mom has got the answer, just like her mom had the answer. It's sorry, it only takes 2. Sorry. Can I say 2? Sorry, something fun to do.
Next time your kids have the nothing to do blues, say sorry.
Sorry, something fun to do.
From Parker Brothers.